Cole on the left. It's kind of tough to see when they kneel down or get in three-point stance.
Yeah, so number 38 is Isaac Rolfe. That's who's in on the quarterback right now.
I was thinking.
Yeah, Isaac Rolfe, younger brother of Joab Rolfe, on right end. Left end is Cole Counts. And in between the tackles, like we said, Nate Campbell is in at the one technique. Are we running a 3-4 right now, Craig?
Actually, we're in a 4-3. We got four down linemen.
Oh, so actually Bubba Hagel.
Yeah, Bubba's in there.
Bubba is in there right now. So that's the defensive line right there. Isaac Rolfe. Actually, nice throw and completion out there for a first down by Doherty.
That's 3 of the last 4 plays where Doherty has thrown it to our left side. They're attacking our left side through the air.
They don't want to test Collins.
Yeah, so from right to left in the secondary, we got Terrell Jennings as the right DB. Eagle back is Colin Willis. Number 30, Garrett Neal, is the Mike backer. Then we got Sam Miller next to him. And there's Jay Onken.
There we go.
Far side of him. Jay Onken's at safety. We got number 16 is Toby Scholes, is playing free right now. Oh, that ball's on the ground. The quarterback falls on it. We'll see who gets it.
Recovered by the quarterback. Our number 38, whoever that is.
38 again is Isaac Rolfe.
Oh, Isaac.
Younger Rolfe, brother of Joab Rolfe, who is a huge kid for a junior. He's about 6'5", 220-some pounds. So drop there is almost picked up by Colin Willis. But
that was the same play flipped that Toby made the big hit on. They like to throw it to their inside receiver on the post route on a play action. They must think that the safety is going to come up on the run action, and they're going to find that guy open. But on all 3 of the times they've done it, it hasn't been open.
The flag was actually picked up on that play, so it falls incomplete. But Colin Willis, a nice move on the ball.
Colin has got to be one of the best athletes on our team, and he's worked as hard as anybody in the weight room during the offseason to make himself even better.
Okay, so that brings up 4th and forever, but Doherty is going to go for it. Long pass down the right side, and real tight coverage there. I believe that's going to be Xavier Hill, the left defensive back, with good coverage.
That was 4th and forever, as you said, and the Doherty offensive coordinator did 3 vertical routes, and the quarterback threw it to the outside guy. The X-man was covering, and it was not going to happen because X was all over him.
Yeah. Okay, so
we've had 4 series, John, and only 1 team scored.
Has it been 4 series?
4 series, yeah. Not us, but in the scrimmage so far, there's been 4 series.
Okay.
There's been the last 3 have been stops. So Pine Creek's getting the ball again. Let's see if Pine Creek can take it to the length of the field and score for the second time.
Okay, a little wind in the face. Doman seems to have a much stronger arm, this year. I doubt a breeze like this will affect him very much. So they're going to start. Looks to me like that might be Thomas Dantzler in the backfield there. It is, and Doman's going to keep it off to the right side, makes the first guy miss, and falls forward just outside the 25 for a nice gain.
Pine Creek is still experimenting with a lot of different running backs, and it looks like they're not running they don't have a pattern of plays tonight. They're experimenting with everything in their playbook to see what's working and who's going to look good.
Yeah, so, the game is easy when it's 2nd and 5 all the time. So I think you're going to see a lot of that, of a nice dynamic play. Thomas Dantzler, a nice move, gets outside the 30, and that's enough for a Pine Creek first down.
Well, the other thing you'll find this early in the season is defenses are ahead of offenses, and the running game is typically ahead of passing games. So the hardest thing to accomplish for these offenses and the coordinators is to throw the ball. And so I've seen it tonight. I think we've been as successful running the ball or more successful than throwing the ball, throwing the ball.
Certainly so far, a good bit of running there by Thomas Dantzler. And I know it's tough to get into a groove when you only go in for a couple downs and they got the next man up, but maybe that's how the season is going to be this year, considering the breadth of talent at running back. No one seems to be standing out so far.
You got to drop back.
Okay, nice pass by Doman. That's caught by, is that DeMario?
That is DeMario.
There you go.
That was a seam curl for the inside receiver. DeMario was on the left side in the slot. And then that was just a straight drop back, no play action. And Brock just drilled him, and the offensive line did an excellent job of giving him protection. I need a coat. I just got cold.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's because you don't have any body fat. I feel great. I feel great.
I got like 25 extra pounds of body fat. What are you talking about?
I'm like a walrus.
I did the 90-day challenge, and I lost like 2 ounces.
Okay, quick give to David Moore up to the right side, and he is belted down, and he is not afraid to make contact. Look at this kid. Are you kidding me?
That was fantastic pursuit by the defense, and that was a stretch play by our offense to the right. And that's an opportunity. The reason why that plays in our playbook is to give it to a guy like David who's got wheels that can take it around the corner.
Yeah, that linebacker has no idea he was just hit by a freshman.
That's true.
Okay, so 2nd and 9 now. Short gain. Thomas Dantzler back in the backfield. And Doman in the pistol. Quick give to Dantzler, who makes the first guy miss, gets outside past midfield, and is cartwheel down at about the 46. Nice run by Dantzler.
That was a power play to our left with the lead blocker with Joey Long. And Dantzler, after he made first contact, made 8 more yards after that initial hit.
Yeah, good bit of running. Dantzler's had a few nice runs so far tonight, all between the tackles, too.
This is serious.
That was.
This is not game one. You guys are mid.
No, we're just hanging out and having fun.
No, I mean that was your 4 bob right there.
That was a 4 bob. That was a 5 bob.
Yeah, to the left. Okay.
We'll just call it Bob.
That was Bob. That is the bread and butter of Pine Creek, and Wyatt Whelan belts it. I don't think that number 9 quite saw the crackback by Wyatt Whelan there, but.
That was the first RPO I've seen. That was a play where Brock was reading run pass, decided to pass, and may have made an incorrect read because once he pulled it, nobody was open, so he had to scramble for a couple yards.
Yeah, that defensive end, Wyatt Whelan was just standing there waiting for the guy to, Brock just came right by Whelan, and the defensive end didn't see the wide receiver there, and got to keep your head on a swivel out there.
I think that's one of the points of emphasis with our new wide receiver coach is to have those guys do a good job blocking as well.
Okay, so I believe it's 3rd down now in about 6. It still shows 2nd down. Pitch out to the left to Wyatt Whelan, who cuts it inside. He's still got the ball, and he's knocked down at about the 34-yard line. That's enough for a Pine Creek first down.
That was what you see from really talented running backs, where they just put their foot in the ground and get upfield and go north, and that's what Wyatt did. He was trying to take the outside. It was taken away. He planted, went upfield, and got about 6 or 7 more yards.
Yeah, I thought the defensive back did a nice job of containing there. That the wide receiver on the left side was trying to block him.
So what do you think they're going to call this play, Coach? They've moved the ball about 50 yards so far.
Probably a run. I'd like to see them, continue to try to get the passing game going a little bit tonight. There you go. Quick give again to David Moore III, who kind of gets knocked down and smacks his head into the turf, but he pops right up.
One of the things that you kind of lose sight of is how effective our offensive line is doing so far on this drive. Almost every planned run has been a 5 or 6 yard gain or more.
You're right. And so far, considering it's just a scrimmage, they seem to be working pretty well as a unit. David Moore stays in the game, and Pete Isaiah's way out to the right side. I wonder if they're going to try to isolate him. No, another give to David Moore. My goodness.
Okay, that's the first time I've seen him run like Barry Sanders on that play.
Disappeared beneath the pile and literally reappeared 10 yards downfield.
At the line of scrimmage, he met a defender, juked him out, and then took off. And not too many guys as freshmen against varsity kids could make that happen.
No. So that
I've
moves
tried
the
that
chains
before. I
again.
could never do that.
Well, that's because you're 1.5 feet taller than David Moore. It's hard to hide. My goodness.
I'm feeling a pass play in the red zone.
Okay, that's six, who's in the back of 2-6? That's Jay Onken they put in as a fullback. So the catch is made down at the goal line by Wieland. So it looks like Jay Onken's going to play some blocking back as well for pass protection.
That was a play action seam curl to Wyatt, and the pass was a little low. Wyatt had to go down and dig it out of the turf. Made the completion apparently at about the 1 yard line. That was an outstanding play. They've been working on that in practice a lot, and it's unstoppable.
It might have been a little low, but it was put where only the Pine Creek receiver even had a chance at it, which is fantastic. So 1st and goal now from about the 3, I'm going to say. 2. Well, I can't tell where that marker is.
Can't either.
And Doman with the hard snap count draws him off, gets probably half the distance now. And during the season, we'll be up in the box, and that extra 10 feet, I mean, you can see, oh, man, night and day from, yeah.
So Pine Creek's been going on 1 the whole day, and we get down on the 3 yard line, and they go on 2. And it shows a lot of discipline by our offense to stay pat on the hard count and get an extra 1.5 yards.
Yep. Like what I see from the offensive line so far. Quick give to Thomas Dancer, who just tiptoes into the end zone. What great blocking again. That right side.
Johnny, I think I could have got that one in.
I don't even think you would have had to go over top like you always do.
Well, let's not tell him that. I got bruises to back that one up.
Oh, my goodness. And that was an impressive drive, Craig.
So we've had 5 drives by all the teams participating tonight, and there's only been 2 touchdowns, and Pine Creek's gone 80 yards the length of the field both times. And what I really liked about that drive was Pine Creek used a mixture of run-pass, and was very effective. On the first drive that they scored, they took about 15 plays. On that one, it was probably around 9 or 10 plays.
No kidding.
It's working pretty good. Oh, man, we'll see how natural our team is here. Whew. Number 2's talented.
It's a nice run. Wow.
Do we have their roster?
We do. We have
I would love to know who that
Doherty's roster, not Doherty. So number 2.
They don't have a number 2. But
Yeah.
that looked like a talented young man there.
Yeah. Running back, so, I wonder if that was... Yeah, but just a couple running backs listed. I wonder if that was
a receiver or something.
Gage, Vanneman. Well, I mean, that's a football player name right there, Gage.
Absolutely. Gage. Well, I think Pine Creek's defense this year, with the talent they have in the secondary, can take a lot of risks in the front 7 with blitzes and different types of packages that are going to put pressure on the quarterback, pressure on the edges, because they've got senior guys in the backfield.
Yeah, it really is going to be interesting to see. The last 2 years, Pine Creek just had a bulletproof defensive squad, and most of those kids have graduated, many to Division II and Division I football programs. So there's a lot of new names that you're going to hear this year with Pine Creek's defense. But Pine Creek has built a pretty good program, and these kids are going to be well prepared to step up. But we don't have nearly as many seniors this year. It's mainly going to be juniors that you see, with the exception of some of the big names like Colin Willis, Peter Isaias. Yep.
Hey, on that last play, number 38, that's Isaac, right?
That's Isaac Rolfe, yeah.
Yeah, the left tackle on their side, it's our right side, tried to take him out. He held his ground at the point of attack, shed the blocker, and made a tackle for the loss. It looked like it was just natural. And that's going to come in handy for us because we don't have Jack Wibbles this year flying around the edge, so we're going to need some guys that can shed blocks and make some plays behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, a huge loss with Jack Wibbles leaving, and, I don't know that anyone's going to be able to fill his shoes, but, again, Rolf with the nice pressure on the quarterback almost gets there in time.
We have a flag on the play. I have no idea what that's about, but I'll tell you what, our defensive secondary is doing an excellent job of only giving the offense a few yards at a time. We haven't given up a pass for more than like 6 yards.
Yeah. No, you're right, Craig. I mean, there's been no completed deep passes so far. The Pine Creek's given up a couple of longer runs, but certainly not passes so far. Okay, number 54 comes off.
Well, here's the thing that's interesting 54. With the Pine Creek culture and how dominant they've been on defense over the last decade. This defense is going to start out behind, but they're going to be very, very talented and very, very effective by the end of the season.
Well, time will tell, Craig, that's for sure. I mean, it's amazing. I went to a couple of practices already this season. There's as many coaches on the field as players.
It's amazing. I think it's 2 for 1 coaches to players.
And that's certainly a luxury a lot of schools don't have, but the Pine Creek program is obviously building a lot of momentum and a lot of excitement, a lot of interest. People coming out of the woodwork that want to be a part of the program and help out any way they can. And obviously that's all a bonus for the kids, for the athletes.
Absolutely. Zach Leith had on that last play almost got an interception for a pick 6. He was right in the middle of the passing line, just could not jump up and get to the height of the ball.
Okay, so 4th down now, about 3 yards to go, and quarterback is going to be wrapped up by 2 or 3 Pine Creek defenders there. Pete Isaias came all the way up from free safety to make that stop. And again, Isaac Rolf.
Isaac is taking up real estate. I think he's homesteading on their side of the ball.
I tell you what, he was kind of a beanpole last year, but man, is he starting to fill out at 6'5", just like his older brother, but he can move.
Pine Creek on Pine Creek history. So I went through all the max preps from when he started, and Coach Miller is right around 100 victories. Oh, here we got the ball, Coach.
Oh yeah, so Dolman swings it out to Wyatt Whelan, who's got a nice gain. He's out to midfield now.
That's another example of our quick game. Dolman got the ball. It was pitch and catch, threw it out to Wyatt. Wyatt didn't run a route. He just stepped, looked at the quarterback, caught it, and went. And with his speed, he had a blocker, and he took it down the sidelines. And how many yards did he
Yeah, that's a quick 30 yards. Nice block by the inside receiver. I didn't see who that was. I'm guessing that was DeMario. Or possibly, well, it might have been Peter too, who tends to play a little more of the slot. So Dolman looks right, runs left, and gets by 1 tackle, but Whelan must have stepped out back at the 40 because the line of scrimmage is actually at the 40 right now. So that's going to bring up 2nd and about 9 after a short gain by Dolman.
Yeah, the first play was a 20-yard gain. That last play was a run-action play. Brock was looking to the right side, the strong side with 2 receivers. No one was open, and then he had to scramble for 2 yards.
Is run action, is that kind of synonymous with play action?
The difference between play action and run action is just it's just the steps of the offensive line. Run action is the offensive linemen make it look like a run, and in play action they actually pass pro.
Pass block, yeah, pass protection block. Okay. Nice pickup by Thomas Dantzler there. So gets back past midfield. That's plenty of yards for a Pine Creek first down.
Well, when the passing doesn't work, what are we going to do, Coach? We're going to run it.
Bob.
That's one of our run plays. We have pet names for all our run plays, so we're going to call one Bob, one Bill.
Okay, so as soon as after this play here, I want you to describe, Craig, what a Bob is.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd actually be good during the season too. I mean, because that's kind of the backbone of the Pine Creek running offense, or has been the last couple of years. But Bob stands for
big on big. Basically what our offensive line, the scheme blocking for our offensive lineman on a bob play is that, you take the guy where he's at. So if you're an offensive tackle and you've got a D-end on your side, you're going to take him out. The guard's going to take the 3-tech in, and the running back's going to go in between. It's the simplest play in our offense. That's why we run it the most.
Right, and I've also heard it described as back on back, or where you're if it all goes well, you're through the first line of defenders, and now you just got to beat a linebacker at that point. Okay, and there's David Moore, makes a great move inside the 20. He's gone.
Okay, right there, that was a 44-yard run.
Uh-oh, look out. And he can dance too, Craig.
I think he just got a penalty for celebration.
He can dance.
Hey, here's the difference. When the play is wide open and DM3 goes through the hole, and he has to take a secondary guy one-on-one, he's not going to be stopped because he's going to win that battle every time.
He absolutely broke that outside linebacker's ankles.
No, that's what Coach Miller is looking for, the home run back, and David Moore may be the guy that gives us the best chance to do that.
What a run. Yeah, that was exciting.
So that was a 5-play drive, and I think we're 3 for 3 on scoring.
3 for 3. Yeah, this is only the third possession for Pine Creek.
Or was that fourth? 1, 2, 3.
Brock ran the first one in off to the right side.
Dantzler
danced in, and DM3. I think it's just been 3 now, right?
Yeah, that was the first time we were going this way.
This way, yeah. Okay, so let's see what Doherty can do now.
Look at that pursuit.
Okay.
That was a quick pass to our left side, and there were 9 Pine Creek defenders within arm's reach of the receiver when he was tackled.
That was actually a great move by number 11. Jay Onken was right there and wasn't sure if he could keep him inside or not. Nice, if only short gain by Doherty. Another quick hitter off to the left side. Number 10 takes it and makes a nice cut upfield. That looks like it's enough for a first down.
Yeah, Pine Creek was facing a 1-by-3 formation, and anytime Pine Creek faces a 3-receiver side, they adjust to a zone cover 2 defense, and they man up on the other side. So it gives us a numbers advantage of 4v3 every time we face trips.
Now, who's number 10 again?
I don't know.
Number 10 came off. Looks like he was kind of holding a stinger there, actually.
Braden Malloy.
Oh, you're right. That's Braden Malloy. Braden Malloy, the junior, who you're going to see in there at both tight end and defensive end sometimes.
This is the guy.
Nice run by number 2. He might be gone. There's Colin Willis is going to run him down and force him out. But that was a touchdown-saving tackle by Colin Willis down inside the 25-yard line.
I have to give number 2 credit for the opposition because that was about a 30-yard run. He made several people move. He spinned. He changed direction. He cut against the grain, and he put himself in a position where it was a track meet, and Colin Willis had the angle and took him out of bounds.
Yeah, he's certainly been one of the standouts tonight. Number 2. Running the ball. Yeah, for Pine Creek, too. Number 2 both ways. And a nice pass and catch over the top of 16. Is that Toby Scholes back playing free?
Toby was playing free, and he had over-the-top responsibilities. Looks like it was cover 2, and the receiver got deep, and he just reacted late.